So, oh my god, I just noticed these are Cravings by Chrissy Teigen. I love that. Chrissy, we love you. I hope you're subscribed. Anyways, she gets ahead of herself sometimes. It's the you need to bleep that out. That's definitely offensive.
Okay.
I need a medic.
I need a medic for the kitchen.
She's a sicko.
Welcome back to Hot Girl Kitchen. I'm Melissa.
And I'm Matt.
And I know that we do this on a regular basis. You're over it. You're sick of it. For those of you who are subscribed, this means nothing to you. And
yeah, we're so sorry to belabor the point. Yeah, every damn video.
But there are people that are rude and they're not subscribed. And, you know, at this point, like, it's time. I'm sick of having to say it, and so is he. We're sick of having to say it.
It's getting weird.
It's just, like, it's a giving year. Everyone was over 2020. Now we're in 2021, and you're feeling giving. You're feeling positive. You're feeling about it.
Are we feeling that way?
I hated the dirty look I just got from
our audience member.
The audience just gave me the dirtiest look, and you know what? They won't get to eat what we're making next. That's fine.
I have a feeling we might be. I mean, they paid for the ticket. They paid for the entry fee. They deserve the output. Okay. Today we're making something that's. If you can see the colors we're wearing, it's a little bit of a hint, and we have some nice red wine. It's red. We're wearing red, like deep red burgundy. Any guesses? Any audience members could guess what we're making? Oh, I see one over there. Okay, just whisper it because we don't want your horrible voice on camera. They got it right.
Red velvet cakes.
That sure is what's the tea for today.
Mm-hmm.
And more specifically, red velvet mini bundt cakes. Now, as you can see, I have this fabulous Williams-Sonoma mini bundt pan. They have all different designs, so like $900. Yeah.
I love that with all the little different.
Yeah, they have ones that have all the same, but I really like this one with different.
Yeah, it's different.
This was like $50, so if you're gonna make these, like, you better commit. Like, you're making them.
Yeah, if you're buying that, that's a commitment.
Yeah, it's a commitment. And I'm also gonna do like a triple chocolate mini bundt cake in the future. So don't think that you're just gonna buy it once and use it once. Like, it's gonna be a reusable item. So coincidentally, you could actually use this recipe to make an actual like bundt cake, like a big one.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we're living in the middle of a pandemic. Who wants to share a cake with somebody that's disgusting, unsanitary, smells like super spreading? We like individual portions these days.
Yes.
So we're making our little minis, and I'm sure you would like to know what the ingredients are that you need. And actually, I'm not going to lie, it's kind of a lot. It's a little involved.
Yeah.
And
that's okay. Most baking is.
Yes. As you know, with baking, you need every ingredient. You need the right measurement, or else weird. It is a science. And, I mean, call me Einstein, because here we are, making our mini bundt cakes. So what you're going to need for the actual cakes, some canola oil, which sounds weird, but that's like actually one of the main ingredients is canola oil. You also need some buttermilk, which I think is this one. Yes. Look at me. Successfully identified our buttermilk. If you don't have buttermilk, you can use spoiled milk, which is weird, but that's what buttermilk is.
Just buy the buttermilk.
Yeah, you could do that too. You're going to need an egg. You're going to need, no, not that yet.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. You're going to need some red food coloring. This is what's going to give us our red look.
Velvet.
Yes, because it's red velvet. It's not brown velvet cakes. It's red velvet cakes. Then you're also going to need, sounds random, but you need it, white vinegar. Also need vanilla extract, which, I mean, who doesn't love a little bit of vanilla extract in their baking? And then you're also going to need some flour, some powdered sugar. Just kidding. That's for the icing. I got ahead of myself. You need regular sugar. The flour, regular sugar, baking soda, which you just use a little bit, but you need it. And you also need cocoa powder. And then next, we are also... You
also need some spray.
Oh, yeah, you'll need some non-stick spray for your pan. I actually bought at Williams-Sonoma the oh my god, I'm slurring.
He said too much of the red today.
The no-stick bakery spray. If you don't have this, you can just use regular non-stick spray and put flour in your pan. This is basically like floured non-stick spray. When we spray it, you'll see what I mean. And then for the icing, you need cream cheese, which is softened. I've left it out overnight, so it's like nice and soft. You also need your powdered sugar, which I got ahead of myself earlier, and spoiler alert, let you know we'll need powdered sugar. You need more vanilla extract, and then you need your...
milk? And then to top?
Your optional topping. Just a little bit of a cute little sprinkle. I have like these cute little...
shards.
Ivory shards to like give it a little
something.
bling bling. Yeah.
We love that.
For our red velvet mini bundt cakes, there are kind of like 2 steps to the preparation. So we're going to start in our mixer, which is now the second time that I have used Melissa's delicious deluxe KitchenAid mixer, which coincidentally is the second time that it's ever been used. So it's almost like she bought it for me. You're such a good gift giver.
Our first step of this process is...
She's so deranged. She can't even acknowledge me. She's sick. She's mad. She's mad. Always mad.
Canola oil is the first ingredient that we're going to be adding.
We're going to do about 3/4 of a cup of canola oil into our mixer. And Yager's prancing around, making noise.
It's okay.
And next, we're also going to do our buttermilk. We're going to use about a half a cup. It's a little difficult sometimes to measure. You have to look at the meniscus. Do you know what that is? No, meniscus, that's the wrong word. Never mind.
Yeah, I was going to say, girl, I don't...
Sorry, I got confused. So we have our half cup of buttermilk. And then you're going to crack 1 egg right into the bowl. There she goes. The eggshell's canceled. And now we also need our red food coloring, our vanilla extract, and our white vinegar. So let's start with the white vinegar. So we're just going to use like such a small amount. We're going to do half a teaspoon. Thank you for giving me the wrong.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Like this is like a little teeny tiny, and I know half a teaspoon isn't really like an exact measurement, but try to get as close as you can. And then for our vanilla extract, we're going to do, oh my god, I can't open it, I'm clanging things together. I feel like Melissa with all of my sound effects.
1 tablespoon.
1 tablespoon, indeed. Look at that. Delicious. Already, I'm getting the aroma of vanilla, and I'm into it. Are you into it?
And then we need
our red food coloring. Now you have to bleep it out twice.
Okay, go.
Sorry, we don't like to divulge her personal mental illnesses on camera. You have to Venmo us to hear her medical history. We're going to do 1 teaspoon of red food coloring. Maybe a little extra couple squirts. I mean, no big deal.
Not?
And now, we need to turn it on.
Did you lock it?
Lock it?
Yeah, girl.
getting red.
Girl, looks like you're bleeding out.
Oh my god, it is looking that way.
Get some paper towels. Emergency 911.
It sure is looking that way.
It's everywhere.
Thank God I'm already wearing burgundy. So we have our wet ingredients combined in our mixer. Now we're going to combine the dry ingredients. The first thing you're going to need is some flour. Sorry, that was like ASMR a bit. We need about 1 1/4 cups of flour. That's close enough to 1.
And then we do have a 1/4 cup measurement, I think.
I do see that. Look at that.
Wow,
Chrissy, she's thought of it all. What can't she do? Yeah. Look at that nice, smooth 1/4 cup measurement. Look at that, and it comes right out. Goals. Okay, now after our flour, we need about 3/4 cup of sugar. So I guess I'll just do 3 of our. Is there a 3/4? No.
No.
I could do a 1/2 and a 1/4, but let's just make it easy and do 3 of these. Wow, it's so slow. It's serving Melissa. And remember, you want to try to be as exact as possible with your measurements, as I just...
You didn't like when you called me slow, I don't think.
Well, the truth hurts. So now we have our flour and our sugar. For the baking soda, you just need like a teensy bit. You do 1/2 teaspoon. I'm going to measure this over the sink, actually, so that I don't get extra. Oh, that's perfect. Nice little 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And then next, can you hold these without clanking? Yeah, thank you. Next, we're going to just do a sprinkle of salt, because if you've not heard of the sweet and salty experience, it's time to grow up. Last but not least, you need your cocoa powder. I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa powder. And I kind of made it a heaping tablespoon because I love a chocolatey experience. Don't we all? So now we're going to mix this all together in our bowl. And now that we have it all combined, smell that. Can you get a whiff of that cocoa powder?
Smells great.
Divine, divinity. It's almost like Jesus came down and gave this to us right now.
And then are we tossing it in this bad boy?
We sure are. So turn us. Nope. Turn it back on.
Oh, you're gonna mix it as we're stirring. Okay.
You add a little bit at a time because you don't want it to get clumpy. So if you could see what's going on here, it's thickening little by little each time we add a little bit more in. Look at that. It's going from Melissa to Matt. Like very thin, runny, to like thick. Scrumptious. With each helping of our dry ingredients. Now once we're done combining these, we'll meet you back here for the next step. So, great news! We have quite a scrumptious looking batter. What I'm going to do is take this off of here. Do you have a rubber spatula?
Mm-hmm.
That could be helpful.
Where's my jiggy one?
Yeah, get Jiggy out. He needs some camera time ever since his mommy got kicked off of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Okay.
So we're going to use this to get our... Honestly, I'm like not going to worry about it too much because... Oh my god, I'm canceled. What we need to do first is we have our baking sheet with our delicious shapes. And we're just going to spray. We're going to give it a generous spray, as you can see.
Very generous.
It's now in my wine. I love that for me. And black. Like, I don't know what happened here.
I think that's from this thing.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely from that.
With all its lack of usage.
Right. It's starting to decay. And so we're just going to pour... Okay, just give it a minute. Just, like, calm down. We're just going to pour our batter right into our molds.
Okay, wait. We're going to have to maneuver, because I'm definitely going to trip everywhere. We didn't do this really in the best way.
And we didn't plan this very well, did we?
I'm everywhere.
She's dripping everywhere for the first time. Oh my god, it's all over. Try to control yourself.
Okay, let me just, you do that. I'm gonna do this. Oh my god.
So we're just gonna fill our molds. We have the oven preheated at 350 degrees. And we are just going to pop these little scrumptious babies into the oven at 350 for about 18 minutes. And how you'll know that they're done is you can stick a toothpick or a fork in them to test. And when it comes out, if it doesn't have, like, cake on it, like if it comes out clean, oopsie, comes out clean, that's how you know it's ready. While our cakes are in the oven, let's go ahead and get our, like, frosting-ish. Icing type thing. It's like more of a glaze. Let's get our glaze started. I need to open our cream cheese, which is always a bit arduous. Oh my god, I'm so strong. So we're going to use about an ounce of cream cheese. If you're familiar with red velvet, you know that cream cheese frosting is that bitch for red velvet cakes. So we're getting about, this is actually maybe a little bit more than an ounce. We're getting about an ounce of cream cheese not of cream cheese frosting. We're making the cream cheese frosting. Then next you're going to need your powdered sugar. We're going to do 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. So I'll use 3 of our Cravings by Chrissy Teigen 1/4 cup measurings. It's a little loud. I apologize to any of us that are sensitive to loud noises. And then you also need some milk. Thanks. I was like getting awkward. So for the milk, we're going to do about 1 tablespoon. And this, I know we keep saying like baking is very precise. The icing is not so precise. Like, you can add a little more. So, like, we're going for a glaze. So, if this is too thick to glaze, we'll just add a little more milk. Last but not least, another teaspoon of vanilla, because who doesn't love some vanilla extract? Okay, thank you, Bojangles. And then we're going to... Yes, ma'am, that's exactly what we're going to do. Turn our mixer on and start to mix. And yeah, I would turn it on high, maybe a little lower. It's starting to get a little... it's not looking very glazy, so I'm just going to add more milk.
Oh, there we go.
It's looking like a glaze, if I do say so myself.
Ooh, really let it.
So we're just going to let that combine. And like I said, it's all, you can eyeball it. It doesn't, like, we're glazing. If you want a thick frosting, I mean, who am I to tell you, don't make a thick frosting, you know? But you've seen how delicious and gorgeous our shapes are of the bundt cakes. If you had like a thick frosting, you would lose the shape, you know what I mean? So we just want to have a nice light glaze. As you can see, we have our gorgeous red lava cakes in various shapes and sizes. And Melissa can't wait to dig in, and I quite frankly share that sentiment. Oh my god. I can already tell it's
They're
moist AF. Who doesn't love a moist experience?
Oh my!
Oh, that smells like a rave review.
I don't think I've had something so moist in my life. Besides,
I know that's right.
A couple other things.
I don't know where that was going. It's smelling like a pervert, but I have to say this is
your fave.
Could never, has never, would never.
There is nothing to say about her because she's so god awful.
And with that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe. And our live studio audience is getting antsy to taste, so I guess we're gonna have to end the video before they bring out their pitchforks.
Real hot girl shit.